How you doing? How you doing? This your boy John Doe. John Doe. How you John Doe? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? John Doe. John Doe. Sup, people? Did you miss me? How y'all doing today, man? This your boy John Doe, and I'm back with another 2 cents. And this is a needed 2 cents right here. You know, I like to cover relevant topics on my 2 cents, and this is one hell of a relevant topic. Let me get it out there. Xbox One is now set to come without a Kinect. A lot of people predicted this around this time, that they was going to remove the Kinect. A lot of people predicted this. And I even said that if they're going to drop the price, instead of removing the disk drive, they should remove the Kinect. It make more sense, you know, to remove the Kinect instead of removing the DVD, because the price difference wouldn't be there. So, with that being said, it's still shocking to me, because you can't even use Upload Studio without the Kinect, and that's major for a lot of people, being able to use Upload Studio. I don't know if they're gonna go in there and rework it or something like that though, but something will have to be done. Well, to be honest with you, that they can just leave it where you need to Kinect to use Upload Studio, because that would make people have to go out and get a Kinect. And also, like, for I want to say, like, the past 2 months, month and a half maybe, we've been speaking about it, and it really don't make too much sense, because if they was gonna have a bundle without the Kinect, I felt they should have did it day one, instead of pushing it this far and people not having a Kinect. Because that's like, okay, I go out and buy a whole bunch of iPhone or Samsung Galaxies with cameras, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying, they stop selling the camera with the phone. It's really not the same phone. You know what I'm saying? It don't have the same functionality. And that's the way I see it now, you know, because there's going to be other phones out there that's more powerful and that's built to have no cameras or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way I see this. Like, we get on Nintendo all the time. Like, they shouldn't include the tablet. They could have made their console that much more stronger if they hadn't included the tablet. And the same shit go for the Xbox One now. If y'all taking the Kinect out of the equation, y'all could have made a more powerful system. Y'all could have added some more bells and whistles to the actual system and made it more powerful than it is. And then sold the Kinect separately. And had a way better system than y'all releasing, than we got. You know, the same shit go for Microsoft. Because right now, we basically got a less powerful PlayStation 4. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, we got the cloud. We got DX12. Imagine a more powerful system with all of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It would have been just that much more better. Just that much more, man. So, they really, oh man, they threw me off with this one. This one threw me for a loop, because I thought that they would, which they did, like Crap Gamers say, knock off $100 off the system. But I thought they would knock 50 off and keep the Kinect. But now, you know what I'm saying, but this way, they can put out a $3.99 version, and they can still keep the other version at $4.99, which is smart as well. It's a good business strategy, man, but I think that they actually hurting themselves more than they helping themselves, because they're gonna have the weaker console. But see, I say that, but the 360 was weaker. It did numbers. The Wii was weaker last generation, and so more than any of the other consoles. So I can't really say having a weaker console will actually hurt Microsoft, But it's things you can't do with your Xbox One without that Kinect on it, So I definitely thought they would cut the price instead of removing the Kinect out of there. What? Hey, they put it on it. Everybody know I don't use my Kinect. The only time I use my Kinect, no, I do use my Kinect when I do use Upload Studio, which I don't use it often at all. I will unplug. I will plug in my Kinect, record some stuff, and then bada boom, bada bing, I unconnect, But I really don't use my Kinect too often at all, So I guess it's all right thing. I guess it's all right, Let me see what else I want to cover today. I think it was a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Let me check around here. Yeah, here we go. The next subject I want to really talk about, which we spoke about a little bit during the podcast, is all the rehashed titles that Sony is bringing to the table. I want to say for this year, and we have already seen it done with Tomb Raider, which Tomb Raider, they went a little bit more in depth, but with these titles, I don't feel, even if they smooth out the lines, that they make it look a little bit better, I didn't feel I should have had to pay $60 for the definitive version of Tomb Raider. Is why I didn't go get it yet. I will get it when they get a price drop. And even though I ain't played it, I don't feel I should have to pay full price for an old game, period. So when I do get my PS4, I'm not going to get Last of Us and pay full price for it. I refuse to pay $60 for a game that I can play on the that I can get on the PS3 for like 20 or 30. You get what I'm saying? Same thing when they drop God of War Ascension. When they redrop it, and if they drop Gran Turismo, I'm not finna pay $60 for old ports. I mean, for old ports. I'm not finna pay $60. Do I feel the same way about Halo Anniversary? Halo 2. No, to be honest with you, I can't really say the same thing for Halo 2. And y'all gonna be like, well, that seems kind of biased, John, though. But think about it. It's not really, for the simple fact they gonna have to rebuild. It's really gonna be a brand. It's not even really gonna be a Halo 2. For the simple fact, it dropped on the Xbox, the original Xbox, the first Xbox that came out before they had HD, before anybody was thinking about 60 frames, 1080p. So you put that game in now, and I got Halo 2. You put it in right now, man, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. And I feel the same way if they go back and they release some, you know what I'm saying, and update some old PlayStation 2 games and put them on a newer console, I feel the same exact way. You get what I'm saying? Those are worth, because those aren't games that basically was built. See, last generation, they built games where they can play on these systems and downgrade them for the 360 and the PlayStation 4. They downgraded them. So basically, what they're doing, they're just using the original games and just porting it over to the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. If the Xbox One they haven't said they're gonna do any BS like that. But if they was to do some shit like that, that's what I feel they'll be doing. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they build these games on the computer. So I'm thinking that they will build the games on the computer, you know what I'm saying, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and then shrink it down and throw them on 360. And since the 360 was built closer, it was easy to build for, I'm pretty sure they just shrunk it down and put it on the 360. You know, they had to do other stuff with the PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 4 had the cell architecture in it. Yeah, so I just feel they just using the raw files. You know what I'm saying? They probably got adjusted some, but it's basically just the raw files they putting out there, you know. So the textures will be more smoothing because they can use the anti-aliasing and all of that good stuff that the PlayStation 4 couldn't take advantage of because it wasn't quite powerful enough to use last generation, which the PS4 can this generation. So with that being said, they're not really remaking a brand new game. So therefore, I don't feel I should have to pay for $60 for an old part. You know, that's just the way I feel. But if they go back and grab something from the PlayStation 2 library, the PlayStation 1 library, and then move it up, hey, it'll be a rebuilt game, and I have to say it'll be worth $60. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gotta feel me on that though. But let me move on to the last topic at hand because I ain't get to speak on this, and it's Sunset Overdrive. Oh man, see, it's a lot of people who love the way that game look, and I can't lie to you. The game did look pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of flexibility, a lot of options in it. But when I looked at that game for the first time, man, what I saw was Infamous. Yes, I did, man. And you know how PlayStation fans always say, man, how Microsoft fans always say, not PlayStation, but Microsoft, like Sony is failing because they're trying to do a Halo killer or Gears of War clone or whatever, you know. Shoot, even though this isn't made by a Microsoft in-house company, it's made by an outsourced company, Insomniac Games or whatever, you know. And when I looked at that power up, not when Xbox officially released it, when they showed the on the Spanish channel when they had the gameplay up or whatever, and I seen the stuff coming off his back, it looked like the electric power. You know what I'm saying? It did. It looked like the electric power. I'm like, oh man, no, Microsoft. Don't do it like that, man. Don't do it like that. But that's the way I have felt about it, man. But the game, it got some part. I don't remember seeing your boy doing no parkour shit like that. You know, where he running against the walls. You know, I didn't see him do all of that stuff in Infamous. Not like your boy do it on Sunset Overdrive. You know, I feel it's more customizable than Infamous. It seemed like it's a little bit more open. You know, it's a little Infamous, a little bit of Titanfall, and I forgot what other game. Somebody else had said it was another game too. You know what I'm saying? All blended in one. But it would just seem like real Infamous to me. You get what I'm saying? And I really didn't like it. You know, it don't seem like my cup of tea. I don't know if I might pick it up, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. I might have to see some more on it. But it do look like because I don't like Dead Rising 3. I didn't like the way Dead Rising. You know, that's just not my type of game. So I never got Dead Rising 3. Oh, that's the other game, Dead Rising. You know what I'm saying? And with a blend of Dead Rising. You know, and this seemed like a sandbox game, just like Dead Rising was as well. So, and with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see myself picking it up. At least not day one. I'll probably get it later on when the price actually drops on it, you know, and try it out later on in the year. But I probably it doesn't seem like a day one purchase. That's for me, you know. Even though a lot of people like it, you know. But I do support Microsoft and what they do because they usually do put out some good gaming experiences. Can't wait to see what all they're gonna reveal at E3. They really hurt me. The games with gold thing. I'm kind of bothered by them putting out Matt's Curse of the Brotherhood. When I paid my money for Matt's Curse of the Brotherhood, you know, I'm gonna get that Spartan Assault, you know. But I'm glad that they doing something, you know what I'm saying, a little extra for the companies, and they trying to keep up, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to let Sony get all the pub on that. Even though I buy my shit, I don't really care for the free shit, you know. Like, I don't want them to devalue Xbox Live. And the games with gold thing, if they don't implement it correctly, I think it can devalue what Xbox Live really is, you know. And if it's not done right, it could probably hurt Xbox Live, you know. Because I don't want them, you know what I'm saying, because they're giving us games to give us less security. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have to shut down the servers for months on at a time. You know, I don't want none of that, you know. I actually like the way the game, the way it is now. You know, even though they've been giving us the older games, but like I said, I want them to continue on with that trend, you know. But it seems like they know what they're doing down there at Microsoft. Like, Microsoft has always been on top of that game. That's the reason why I'm still with them, and I'm probably going to stay with them. But with the Kinect, man, they should have took it out at the beginning and just gave us a more powerful system if they're going to do it later on down the line. But I guess they got enough of them out there in people's homes where they can actually justify making games for the Xbox One utilizing the Kinect. Because, they sold 5 million, you know what I'm saying, 5 million in stores. So I guess they did do their thing, you know. They hit their target, which I felt they was going to get a price reduction this year. But the price reduction, they just took out the Kinect. I'm glad they didn't take out the disc drive, because I actually use mine to play movies or whatever, movies that I got around the house. But this your boy John Doe. I'm back. Make sure y'all check my description. Check out them links. Click them links. Come and check me out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure. And this your boy John Doe, man, with another 2 cents, and I'm out. Oh. Later, people. Yeah.